Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. We're right off the bat on the old show today. Smart showed off the brand new Fortwo that made its official debut only a handful of days ago. Now this particular vehicle is going to get two three-cylinder variants in this particular vehicle that will be gasoline powered. This normally aspirated three-cylinder is going to be putting out 71 brake horsepower, but you can get that upgraded to a turbocharged unit that's going to be making 90 brake horsepower. Now, alongside the Fortwo, the upgraded version, or at least the four-door version, being the Forfour, made its official debut as well. This vehicle will, too, get the brand new three-cylinder units, both making 71 and 90 horsepower respectively. But we'll also get a diesel variant that will go into the Fortwo as well as the Forfour, and that will be actually coming in the year of 2015, or at least that's where the initial plans are coming. Now, both of these, or all of these power plants, are going to be linked up with either a 5-speed manual transmission or a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission. And this vehicle will be going on sale in the European market in the back half of 2014, with no real word on whether it's coming to U.S. shores or not, as this vehicle hasn't quite exactly sold exceptionally well here in the States, but hopefully we'll get to see it nonetheless. Next up on the list, well, this little vehicle's been pounding all over the old interwebs over the past several months, and a lot of talk that this is the brand new SVT unit, the Special Vehicle Team unit from the Ford Motor Company. Has actually been pounding around this highly modified brand new Ford Mustang around the Nordschleife loop of the Nürburgring circuit. Now, this is, a lot of people are rumored about this going to be the brand new GT3, or 350 I should say, variant of the brand new Ford Mustang, the super hot rod version. Speaking of that same Mustang, Ford actually released official specs on this particular vehicle over the past several days as well. Now, the base model will come with a 3.7 liter normally aspirated V6 that puts out 300 brake horsepower and 290 pounds-feet of torque. And you heard me right, 300. Yeah, it lost 5 brake horsepower for whatever reason. Now, you can upgrade that to the turbocharged EcoBoost 2.3 liter 4-cylinder, which is the one that I'm the most excited about. That vehicle is going to be putting out 310 brake horsepower and 320 pounds-feet of torque. Now, you can jump all the way up to the 5-liter normally aspirated V8 in this machine. That's going to be putting out 435 brake horsepower. Yes, that's an up of 15 brake horsepower, and also 400 pounds-feet of torque. Now, you can either slip these through a 6-speed manual gearbox or a 6-speed automatic. And this vehicle actually, as far as the weight of the vehicle is concerned, as it's actually gained a couple of lbs between the last year's model and this year, or the next generation Mustang. But it's a lot less than a lot of folks initially thought, especially with that brand new independent rear suspension on this machine. They're talking about, depending on the model, this vehicle will gain as little as 12 pounds or as much as 87 pounds, which still isn't too bad at all, if you ask me. And this vehicle is going to be making it to dealer showrooms very, very soon, as we've already talked in some of the last videos that production has already started. And Ford plans on taking this around the world, as this is going to be a brand new world card for Ford, but they're going to take it in racing form. There's a lot of talk that Ford actually wants to make a return to Le Mans, actually take it to Circuit de la Sarthe, possibly in the year of 2015, to throw it in the category that is just overwhelming with great stuff nowadays. Sports car racing has been kind of, well, it hasn't been exactly the cup of tea here in the United States, and even around the world, especially in the GT classes, there haven't been a fantastic amount of makes out there. In fact, if you look at the GTE category, they were mainly Porsche 911 GT3s. But nowadays, you look at makes like Ferrari with the 458, the brand new Chevrolet Corvettes out there, the SRT Vipers out there as well. Well, even though it didn't make its trip to Le Mans this particular year. Also, there's some Ford GTs out there, and not to mention Aston Martin has been out there over the past several years as well. And now Ford wants to take the brand new Mustang in the GTE class, quite possibly to Le Mans next year. Nothing has been said official about this, but there's been a lot of rumblings that Ford wants to make its triumphant return to Le Mans. And last up on the list, going to end up with some sad news. The fella in this particular picture, actor James Garner, sadly passed away just the night of the taping of this particular program, or the night before, I should say. Mr. Garner was 86 years old. Now, a lot of folks may know James Garner maybe from the Rockford Files, or maybe even from a lot of the westerns that he was in back in the day. But I will always remember James Garner as Pete Aaron, as his part in the movie, the greatest auto racing movie of all time. I think even the greatest car movie of all time, Grand Prix. In fact, I had a very, very small role, in fact, microscopic role, if you will, in getting this particular deal to DVD shores. Now, there was some sort of issue, actually, of this thing coming out on DVD altogether, but I was actually under the groundswell that actually signed the petition and threw it up on social media websites, and then not to mention all the folks around me that really cared about this particular film to actually try to get this thing on DVD shelf was a fantastic moment when that actually did occur. But all of us here at Motor Cars Enthusiasts actually say, Godspeed, James Garner. Hope to get to see you on the other side very, very soon. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page and give us a like over there, we'd appreciate it. Check out all the stuff that we do there every time. And if you don't have a Facebook account, you can still wander over there. The link's down in the show notes. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.